What's up, guys? It's the Warrior COTP here, back with another My DVD Collection, part 24. Now, these movies are all movies either from Goodwill or eBay or Habitat Restore or Dollar Tree. If you're new to this and you end up liking this, go back. Like I said, this is part 24, and I'm going to have plenty more to come. And eBay hauls, Goodwill hauls, you name it. All right, so to start off, these are going to be in no specific drama or genre. So you're going to probably have everything in here. First off, this is a eBay buy. This is John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13, the original Assault on Precinct 13. Now, I can't tell you any of the people that was in this movie, but it is a great movie, and the people that were in this movie, I've seen them in other movies in the past that were like in the 70s and 60s and 80s. But this was a really good movie. Another reason I love John Carpenter's movies. This, R.I.P. Treat Williams, he probably just died 6 months ago. He was in a motorcycle accident. He was in his 70s. But this is Dempsey. This is the movie about, I forgot his name. But this is based on a true story. It's Treat Williams, Sam Watterson, Sally Kellerman, and Victoria Tennant. I think this was made in the early 80s, but it was a story on, I think it was Jack Dempsey, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Jack Dempsey. Yeah, I know it was Jack Dempsey. But, yeah, supposedly he had the most fights and wins. He was supposed to be the toughest man alive. Forever. I know Mike Tyson will talk about him. Next, we got Nicolas Cage and Ty Sheridan and Joe. This is a very overlooked movie. If you've never seen it, it's a great movie. And I know most people probably came across this movie and kept scrolling because it just didn't look interesting. But this movie is very interesting. Basically, Nicolas Cage helps this younger kid that has a drug-addicted dad that does a bunch of horrible things, and he just becomes a big part in his life. I'm not going to say much more. I don't want to spoil it. But great movie. And I always put the movies up like this to show you the back. That way you can read it and you can press pause. Or even better, if the movie looks good, write the titles down. Go on YouTube after the video and look at the trailers. But remember, sometimes trailers do not do movies any justice. Next, we got Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I waited and waited to come across this movie and never came across it. So I ended up getting it on eBay. And I actually finally ended up finding it cheap. And it was right after Pee-wee, no, I got it a little bit before Pee-wee died. I think it was a couple weeks before Pee-wee died, or Paul Rubin. And, but yeah, it was pretty expensive on there until I finally came across it, I think for like $5. And actually, I don't even think I got this off eBay. I found it on Etsy for cheap. I think I got it like for like $4 off Etsy. But I've only gotten so many movies off Etsy. This is one of them. But very good movie. And I did find Pee-wee's Big Top. But I can never find that in the flea market or secondhand stores. Now, I was talking about this. Because I think I showed a copy of Nightmare on Elm Street 3. I had a Snapcase, or I have a Snapcase copy. I ended up coming across this at the Goodwill for $1.29. So I basically got the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and 4. And it's a 4 film favorites, which I always talk about these. I love them. This is the back. And this is a 2-disc. Next, we have Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5. And this was $1.29. So in that 4 film favorite, I got 4, 1 through 4. Then I got the 5th one singly. Next, we got lucky number 7, or Slevin, however you want to call it, with Josh Hartnett, Morgan Freeman, and Bruce Willis is in it too. I ain't going to name the other names. I don't want to mess them up. But I'm sure you guys could possibly read it. That movie is unopened. Next, we got, and I think I got that from the dollar store. So, from Dollar Tree. This next one is a shooter. And the Dollar Tree, all the movies are always $1.25, unlike Dollar General. Dollar General, the movies all vary from price. You can get movies from $2 to $20. Next, we got The Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. Now, this looks like it might be a overseas copy, so this might not even play in my DVD player. I did not notice that, but it's okay. I eventually want to get a region-free DVD player. So, you know, your options for buying stuff online or finding stuff is easier and better. Next, we got Harrison Ford and Clear and Present Danger. This is the special collector's edition. I actually saw this movie in a movie theater back in the day when it came out. Pretty cool. Next, after that, we got The Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Now, I got all the Planet of the Apes movie except I got the original Planet of the Apes movie with Charlton Heston. But all the ones after the original ones with Charlton Heston, the earlier ones, I do not have. I would like to find a collection of all of them. And I do not know where I got that. I could have got that from Habitat Restore, Second Ave. Next, we got Ned Kelly. This is the one with Mick Jagger. It was made, I think, in 71 or 3, if I'm not mistaken. And this movie's soundtrack was done by Mick Jagger and Waylon Jennings. And the whole reason why I bought this movie, I got this off eBay in like for like $3, along with a couple other movies in like a pack. But this is the one I originally looked up for because I heard Waylon Jennings did the soundtrack. Plus, it's kind of like a Australian Western, you know. But I'm sure it's not 100% legit Ned Kelly story, but probably fabricated a little bit. Next, we got The Road Warrior with Mel Gibson. This is the second Mad Max movie with Mel Gibson. First one was Mad Max. First one was Mad Max. Second one was The Road Warrior. And third one was Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Now this, You know, a lot of people say Road Warrior is their favorite out of all of them. I do like the Road Warrior a lot, but I do like Mad Max a lot. So I'm not going to sit there and choose which one I like more, because I like both of them a lot. Next movie on the list, we got Adam Sandler and The Waterboy. This is widescreen. Now, I don't much really care if it's widescreen or full screen, but I know a lot of people like widescreen better. But I'll take it out and get it. Definitely cool to have. Very funny Adam Sandler movie. Definitely in his top 10. Next, we have Thor. I don't necessarily know where I got this one. Looks like I got it at 2nd Avenue. But it's unopened. Next, we got a 8-film collection. 8 diagram collection, Wu-Tang, and these are the movies. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, if you like Kung Fu movies. I guess these are all the movies. There's a YouTube channel called the Wu-Tang collection, and I don't know if Wu-Tang Clan bought it or not, but you can pretty much watch all the old Kung Fu movies. I think they pretty much have the rights for them. Next, we have Fallen with Denzel Washington and John Goodman, and this is a snap case. I've never seen this movie. If it's any good, let us know. Next, we have one of my favorite Johnny Depp movies, Edward Scissorhands. Definitely a classic. Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder. Tim Burton's Edward Scissorhands. Suggest if you've never seen this and you like Johnny Depp, definitely check it out. Very good movie. So this next movie, Land of the Lost, Stack Attack. I found this at Habitat Restore, and I got it for like 50 cents or $1. I can't remember, because they used to have sales basically here and there. The movies were 50 cents a piece, and then other days they were $1. I think it was like on the weekends they were doing for 50 cents or something here and there. At the one I went to. The other one I went to, they were always 50 cents. But this movie, or basically it's a bunch of episodes. This movie right here, if you look it up on eBay, you can get this anywhere from, I don't remember the exact amount. I think it might have been close to $79, up to like $200. It could have changed. But yeah, if you want, you can look it up. But I was definitely happy because it looked like something rare. So I looked it up. And so that one's definitely worth some money. So it's always good to check out your movie prices before you go ahead and sell them on eBay. Next, we have John Cusack and John Goodman and the Jack Bull, which I've never seen this movie, and I always forget about it. And I would love to watch it because they're both good actors, and I know it's got to be good. So eventually I'll remember to watch it. If I come across it on Tubi, I'll definitely watch it. Next, we have Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This I got from the Goodwill. This I had on VHS before. This I also had on DVD. every time I've ended up losing it, getting rid of it, whatever. But all-time classic, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Never seen it. Definitely check it out. This definitely is in the Walmart DVD bins. Not all the time you'll see it, but you'll see them at most here and there. Now, this is a unopened copy of We Are Marshall with Matthew McConaughey. Never seen it, but this is a football movie. I heard it's pretty good. If you guys want to read it. Next, we have Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Said I have all the new Planet of the Apes from Mark Wahlberg's 2001. And the only one I need to get of the new ones is the new one, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Which I will get it. I went and watched that in the movie theater, by the way. That movie was good. Now you can watch it on like Amazon or whatever. Next, we got Jackass 3 unrated. So far, I think I've showed all these in order. Jackass and 1, and then it was Jackass 2, then Jackass 2.5, and now Jackass 3. So, but on if I looked up on my CLZ movie app, I could tell you all the ones I got. But so on to the next pile of DVDs, basically a shelf worth. We got Mean Streets, and I heard of this movie before. I've seen it before as far as the cover, but I never knew who was in it. And this movie is from like early 1970s. It's the special edition one. And I got this off eBay, and it has De Niro and Harvey Keitel in it from Reservoir Dogs. And he also was in The Pimp and Robert De Niro's movie Taxi Driver. But yeah, I heard something about this movie, and as soon as I heard about it, I looked it up on eBay and got it, and it didn't disappoint. It was a good movie. It was definitely a movie I'd, seen before, just never heard about or anything, and definitely, as it says up top, I never watched it, but I could definitely see it being an American screen classic. Now this movie, The Wild Bunch, I saw it back in the day. I found this for $1.29. And I'll tell you what, I was very happy to find this movie, and it's a Snapcase. Classic Western. Now, I think this is from like 80s or 70s or something. As you can see, William Holden, Ernest Borgnine, Robert Ryan, Edmund O'Brien, Warren Oates, and Ben Johnson and Jamie Sanchez. It's a classic though. I remember watching it when I was younger. I think my dad had it or something. Good Western. Next, we have Vin Diesel and Triple X from the directors of the Fast and the Furious. Good Vin Diesel movie. It's definitely one of his fan favorites, I would say. Next, we have Mountain Men with Charlton Heston and Brian Keith. I have not watched this movie yet, but I like both actors. That's why I got it. Next, we got Tom Selleck and Louis L'Amour's Crossfire Trail. And Virginia Madsen's in it. Wilford Brimley, Give Me the Shammai Shimleys, Brad Johnson, and Mark Harmon. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. I didn't know it till recently. But Sam Elliott and supposedly Sam Elliott and Tom Selleck both started off in the 70s and they did Western movies together. That's why you see in the 80s, after he was on like Magnum P.I., he was doing more Westerns and stuff. He started off doing Westerns. So I guess he went back to his roots for a little bit there. Next, we got American Gangster with Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe. This is based on a true story. Or inspired, I guess you could say. It says on the front. I have seen this one time, and it was a very good movie. I will say that. So, definitely worth watching. Most Denzel Washington's movies are good. Now, this movie is unopened. It's called The Master Arts Presents Dragon from Shaolin. And I got this from the Dollar Tree. And one thing about Dollar Tree, you'll see this. You'll see a lot of double stickers on the back. And that's why I unwrapped a lot of my old ones. Because I didn't know that I could just look up the title and search whether it's DVD, Blu-ray, or whatever. Back in the day. So I'd take it off and I'd have to get under if I couldn't rip it off. Next, we have, now this is, as far as like Kung Fu movies, this is a secondhand staple in secondhand stores. Crouching Tiger and Hidden Dragon. You always see this movie. Always. It's definitely not like Hitch at all, but you see it a lot. Next, we have Dynamite Warrior. And I'm pretty sure I got this from... you know, I could have got this from either Dollar Tree or I got this from Habitat Restore, one or the other. Which I think it was Habitat Restore. This is Tom Cruise, Missing in Action 3. I got this from Habitat Restore. Now, I do like the Mission Impossible movies. They've always been pretty classy, pretty good. Next, we got Glory with Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington, Carrie Elwes, and Morgan Freeman. Excellent movie. If you've never seen it. Great Civil War movie. Next, we have a classic, Silverado, with Kevin Kline, Scott Glenn, Roseanne Arquette, John Reese, Kevin Costner, Brian Dennehy, Danny Glover, Jeff Goldblum, and Linda Hunt. Very good Western. Classic right here. Classic modern day Western, I guess you would say. Well, now I guess it ain't too modern, but definitely more modern compared to, like, you know, the Randolph Scott and John Wayne's and stuff. Kirk Douglas. Next, we got Chuck. The Chuck Wagner movie. This, as you can see, it says the untold story of the inspiration for Rocky Balboa. I've always heard a rumor about that, but there's actually a story behind it, supposedly. It says the Goodfellas of boxing movies. I found this at the Dollar Tree. Still unopened. I think I I bought a copy and gave one to my boss too. But yeah, as you can see, Ron Perlman, Naomi Watts is in it. Michael Rappaport, Jim Gaffigan. I'm not sure. I think that's the actor that played in Kill the Irishman. Which, if it is, that's, I've seen that movie one time. And literally, the first time I watched it, it went to my favorite gangster movie all the time. Even better than Goodfellas. Next, we got a four film set. So, we got Logan Wars, Bound by Honor, and The President's Man, Family of Cops, Breach of Faith, and Family of Cops 2. So, I think this one I found before that Family of Cops one earlier that I showed in one of my videos. But either or, I got Family of Cops 1 and 2 here. And eventually I found 3. These are all the movies. Now that DVD set right here, I found different stars in similar sets like that too. So I think they came out with a few different ones like that with different stars. Next, we have Abraham Lincoln and the Vampire Hunter. I like history stuff, so I don't know. I heard about this movie before. When I came across it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pick it up. If you've seen this, leave in the comments how you liked it, if you wish. Next, we have the history of the American railroads, the era of diesel. Me, like many, are fascinated with trains from old to new. Pretty cool. You know, hobo stuff too is interesting. You know, hobo history. Those are all the chapters. Next, we got Oliver. So I'm guessing, well, this is Oliver Twist rendition. I don't know what year this is. Maybe from the 50s. Is winner of 6 Academy Awards. Next after that, we got The Jungle Book. Now, I think I got this one off eBay. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Disney movies. I will tell you like this, though. My first favorite Disney movie was Robin Hood with the Fox. Second was Sword and Stone. Then maybe this is probably third that I can think of. Because it's the bare necessities to have this movie. I don't know, bad jokes. Next, we have the complete second season of The Walking Dead. And as of right now, I'll tell you like this, I only have seasons 1 through 4. I get one at a time. Unless, if I come across something in a Goodwill and it's reasonably priced, that's the only time I'll buy out a sequence. But other than that, I buy one here and there off of eBay. If I can find it for $5. Next, we got 21 Jump Street, the complete first season. I actually came across the second season of this on eBay, and they wanted, I think, like $10, and I didn't buy it. Not saying it's not worth it, because I do like the TV series of 21 Jump Street. And then people that don't know it, that's Johnny Depp when he was younger. Last but not least in this pile, we got The Adventures of Brisco County Jr. Now, this is with the famous Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead 1 and Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. And he's been in many other stuff too. But this was made for a TV station. I forgot which one. Back in the 90s. And it's like a sci-fi cowboy adventure. It's pretty good. But at any rate, guys, I thank you for watching. If it's your first time, just know I'll be making more, and there's more to go back to watch. If you liked it, please sub and put a like on the video. If you've been watching, I appreciate you guys watching, and thanks for being my sub. And at any rate, until next time, peace out.